everyone. So just wait for everybody to get on it as normal. So today's live class is strength and mobility. So I will tell you what's going to go on in the class when we have people ready to go. You don't need any equipment, just a mat, or if you don't have a mat and you're on a hard floor, just something to cushion the floor. So a towel, whatever you've got. So also, if you want, get some water to have by you. There will be some little times for a rest if you want to drink. I normally need some water for my voice because there's a lot of talking for me in this. And if you want to put some music on, just a soft bit of music is great. But there are a lot of talking points for me, so make sure that you can hear me well. Okay, so we've got people on. So, hi, Tom and Alex. Yes, people can say hi to me if you like. So I can see that I have people, just not who. Okay, so today's focus, so we've been doing a lot on the hips and we've been doing a lot of strengthening of the shoulders, core. But today we're specifically working on spinal flexibility and mobility, and also the whole posterior chain. So from the base of your neck all the way down your back, down the backs of your legs to your feet. So we'll be strengthening as well as lengthening, also finding some side body space. So we're going to start on our mats, just to see what this message is. Oh, hi, Gaston. So we're going to start cross-legged. Now, if you need to, grab a cushion to put underneath your bum or a book. So if you find when you come to this cross-legged position that your knees are up here, grab your cushion or book to sit on. Throw mine out of the way. So, get nice and cozy. Move your bum cheeks aside if that's stopping you from finding a good connection. Now, I'm going to start with a little bit of hygiene through the shoulders and through the necks. So, breathe in, lift your shoulders up, and on a breath out, round them down. So, really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe in. Loop them up by your ears, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe out, roll them down your back. Last time. Breathe in, loop your shoulders, squeeze them up to your ears. Breathe out, bring them down. So think about really pointing your chest forward. So you're engaging your core a little bit here. And then as we talked about, the kind of purpose of the class today is finding that length down your spine. So think your head's being pulled up, you're like a puppet on a string. So a really straight line from your crown to your tailbone. Okay, now we're going to add in a bit of neck hygiene. So you're going to use some neck circles. So you're going to draw some circles with your nose, nice and slowly, going in one direction. So you might find that there's a place, like for me particularly, I get really tight down the side of my neck. So it's good to pause and just rock a bit side to side where I can feel it. So you're deepening the breath here. So we're trying to really elongate the breath in and the breath out. So change direction. You might find that there's like popping going on in the back of your neck. So kind of relieving the tension there. Again, if you find a place that's really good, kind of rock a bit back and forth there. Okay, come back to center. So throughout the whole class, I want you to really elongate your breath. So when you breathe in, think about the belly expanding. And as you breathe out, a little bit of contraction. Contraction? I'm having one of those days when I'm talking. So, I have a problem, I have a couple of health problems, but I have a neurological condition. So if my words get mixed up, that is why. So normally I'd be like, I'm going to pretend it doesn't happen. But we're going to be in the moment here. So belly expands, and then when you breathe in, it contracts a bit. The same with the length. So when you breathe in, find a place to lift. When you breathe out, find a place to contract. So we're going to stretch out through the side body now. So bring your left hand down. It can be far out or close in, depending on how much you need the stretch today. Breathe in, lift the opposite hand up towards the sky. Breathe out, really reach over. So you're feeling that big stretch down the side. Now, if you want to, you can come out and come down onto the forearm. So So breathe in and out here. You're really reaching over. And try and keep grounded through the right bum cheek. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say bum cheek. Keep it going. Keep reaching if you're with me on my forearm. One more breath. Then we're going to round over and go straight to the other side. So really arching the back as we come through. First, pop your hand down. Reach up to the sky with the left hand. Breathe out, reach over. So if you want to, you can come onto your forearm. We're grounded through the left bum cheek. Really reach. You might find like me, I'm pulsing a little bit. I can really feel that stretch down the side. One more breath. And then round over. Come through to center. And I want you to slowly roll up. Think nice and tall. We're going to go right hand to the left knee. Breathe in, swim the fingertips around. We're going to take a twist. So breathe out here. Breathe in, find the length. Breathe out, take a twist. I'm just looking past my left shoulder. Now really don't force it here. So there's no weight in this hand. Come back to center. Opposite side, breathe in. Hand comes around, we're swimming round. Breathe out, take that twist. Breathe in, find the length. Breathe out if you want to. Take a look past the shoulder. Okay, so if you're like itching for those strength moments, they will come. Just try and stick with the moment. So we're still trying to balance out the body here. So you're going to come to all fours. So set yourself up here, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip, and we're going to go into a cat-cow. So belly comes down, breathe in, look up, breathe out, arch your back, squeeze your belly button up to your spine. Now go back and forth in your own time. A lot of you have been practicing with me since really the start of this lockdown, so you know you can get a little bit crazy if you want. You can do some hip circles. So here we're finding that mobility in the spine. Or if you want to just stick with what we were doing before. So arching the back. So our conventional cat-cow. Really sync it up with the breath. Spread your fingers really wide. Then come to center. So make sure that you're not locked out through the elbows, but we're really pushing away from the mat. So it's like I'm doming through my shoulders. Now today we're going to work on being really wide with the hands. So really widen your palms, widen your fingers. And with your back now, we're thinking about a tea tray being on your back. So your favorite drink, so for me, coffee and biscuits on my back. And I'm not going to rock to let that tray fall down. So breathe in, you're going to extend your right foot out. Toes are going to point down, heel up. Now you're going to try and lift your heel in line with your bum. So think about that straight line between your head, your tailbone, and then if you can, all the way to your heel. And now we're going to pulse a little bit. So up and down, heel up, toes down. Keep pushing away from the mat. So there's a lot to think about here. Try and keep even weight between your hands. Now, if you want a little bit more, keep looking down and you're going to add in the left hand. So we're going to a kind of bird dog variation here, but we're just pulsing. Breathe in. Now, really think about to the midline. So keep trying to keep your weight in the center. Starting to activate now. 3, 2, 1. Come down. And we're going to bring the elbows down where the hands were. Walk the knees back. Bum up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, come down. Forehead to mat. So we're now opening up through the chest, through the shoulders. If your forehead can't come down, no worries. So already here I'm feeling a little bit of a shake in my upper body. Okay, we're going to come back to all fours. So in your own time, hands underneath the shoulders, really spread your fingertips. Find that contraction of belly button all the way up to the spine. We're going to the other side. So left foot extends, bring it up. We're going to pulse. So heel up towards the ceiling, toes down. We'll try and rotate so the fronts of your elbow creases shine forward. So even weight through your palms. And then now add in the opposite arm if you want to. If you're struggling for balance, then it's fine. Keep that hand down. So thumb up to the sky. Just pulsing here, keep breathing. Three, two, one. Bring it down. Now come back to that strong tabletop position. So really check in with your knees being under your hips. Now here you can curl the toes under or keep your feet flat on the floor. But what I want you to do, in whichever variation, is really think about trying to squeeze your knees and your hands together. So you're going to really activate through the core here. So you might find that you're shaking here. If you want to up the ante, look down between your fingers, breathe in. Breathe out, you're going to lift up from the knees. So it might be a small lift here or bigger, but keep that engagement. So between your hands and your knees, you're squeezing together. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. We're going to bring the elbows back where the hands were. Walk the knees back. Take another puppy posture. So if ever we're in downward facing dog and you're having a bit of a lower energy day, you can come here. Same benefits, just not as active. So deep breaths, really feel the skin of the back stretch. Okay, now I want you to imagine you're a cat and you're going to push a ball of yarn forward with your nose. So scoop the tailbone under, slide through, staying nice and low. Now come down, so pelvis down, uncurl the toes, round the feet. Make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders, forearms are parallel to each other. So trying to push away from the earth here, really ground through the feet, through the pelvis. And I want you to imagine there's a big sheet of paper on your mat and you're trying to rip it in half with your hands. So your hands are grounded, arms are grounded, but you're really actively trying to pull them apart. Now, if you can, start to look forward a little bit. Even here, I'm trying to deepen my breath and keep your ears away from your shoulders. So your shoulders are wrapping around. Now breathe in, look towards your left shoulder. Breathe out, come to center. Breathe in, look to the right. Breathe out, come to center. Now you can come onto the knees or curl the toes under. Breathe in, breathe out, lift the quads, lift the knees. We're in forearm plank. So here we're just activating. Really push your heels towards the back edge. And I want you to think about that straight line from your head to your tailbone to your heels. So really important today. You might be shaking here. Keep breathing. We're not going to be here long. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Remember, you can lower the knees if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody lower the knees. We're going to come to a tabletop position. And from there, we're going to go to downward facing dog. So here, remember, it's like you're trying to unscrew 2 bottle tops in the opposite direction with your hands. Peel the tailbone up. just going to hang out here in downward facing dog, pedaling through the legs, so stretching out through the legs. And you play with how long your downward dog is today, or how short, whatever feels good for you, but grounded through the hands. So with that bottle top action with your hands, it should mean that your biceps have rolled in towards your ears. And kind of the opposite happens with your legs. So my toes, my two big toes are pointing into each other. And that means that my hips are kind of rolled in too. Okay, now a bit more waking up through the backs of the legs. So you're going to slowly, crisscrossing the feet, step up to your hands. So really, really slow. Take your time here, rolling through the feet. If you need to, you can walk your hands towards your feet. When you get there, everybody, keep feet hip width apart. We're just going to round over, so grab opposite elbows, round the head over, and you're going to sway side to side if that feels good. So really big active breaths here. Okay, fingertips come to the mat. Breathe in, you're going to slide your palms all the way up to your shins. Breathe out, loop the shoulders, push away. So push your hands into your legs. And think about that straight line from your head to your tailbone. Breathe in, breathe out, slide down. Option 2, breathe in. Hands slide to the shins, loop the shoulders, breathe out. Breathe in, come down. Breathe out, fingertips come in line with your toes. Loop the shoulders, come here. So these are your 3 options when you're in this position. So I'm going to breathe in, breathe out, take another one, whichever one felt best to you. Loop the shoulders, push away wherever you are. Breathe in, breathe out, come down. Okay, so you're going to step your right foot back. We're going to lower that right knee down, coming into low lunge. So you're going to take your left thumb to your left hip crease, pull it back, that's what's going to bring you up, and check your alignment here. So back foot can be curled under or down, whichever you feel kind of most sturdy. Really squeeze your legs together, knee over ankle. You're going to breathe in, come forward, up, back. Breathe out, open up through the chest. So you're feeling a big stretch down the right hip flexor. Breathe in, just going to hover over that leg. So here I'm actually squeezing the front edge of my mat and the back edge of my mat together, extending my arms over. This is too much in that back hip crease. You're going to walk that back knee back or forward, your choice. 3, 2, 1, come up to center. Hands are going to come to the heart, so in prayer position. Breathe in, lift the right arm up and over and take a twist here. So my right arm is over my left thigh. You choose how intense your stretch is here. So I'm really pushing away from my leg, trying to get the center of my chest in line with my palms. You might just be soft here. So I really recommend that any of my pregnant ladies to be really soft, so you're not having too much compression and twist through the core. If not, really push away. So this is great for digestion. Breathe here. Now you've got the option, if you want, to bring your hand down to the outside and open up here. So this is more of an advanced version. So this doesn't feel good in my shoulders. Just like to give you guys lots of options. Okay, hands come to the chest. Come down, belly to thigh. We're going to take a runner stretch here. So toes up towards the nose, come back. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, round over. So really getting that stretch down the hamstring. Make sure your hips are in line. You're going to breathe in, look forward again. Breathe out, round over. You're going to roll through that front foot, plant the palms, and we're going to step it back to plank. So I'm going to come up off that back leg, step it back. So remember, you can always lower the knees. And here we're going to do really slow shoulder taps. So one hand to shoulder, doesn't matter which. And I want you to really try and focus. In a lot of my other classes, when you try and rush through this, here I want you to really find the strength to keep your hips still. So nice and slow, pushing away. So same thing if you're on your knees. Keep breathing here. So really slow. And again, think about the line from your head to your heels. Okay, now if you can, pick up the pace a little bit. Keeping your hips still. Core is turned on here. 3, 2, 1. Push your bum up, downward facing dog. So bring your feet back in line with your hips. I'm pedaling through my feet. Big breath in and out. Now I want you to step your left foot up. Doesn't matter how you do it. Oh no, sorry, your right foot. My fault. Right foot up. Good. Lower down on that left leg. So your choice whether toes are curled under or flat down. Think about your alignment here. Right thumb to right hip crease. Pull it back and come up. Okay. Straight away, think about that engaging. So pulling and pushing. Squeezing your inner thighs together. Breathe in. Belly comes to the thigh. Reach up. Breathe out. Open up through the chest. Breathe in, come down. We're going to stay hovering over that front leg. So actively squeeze everything here. Opening up through the left hip flexor. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in. Hands are going to come to the chest. Prayer position. Breathe out. You're going to go up and over and take your twist on this side. So I know you can see my back, but your choice how much you're taking this twist in. So you can back off a little bit. Just come so that your elbow is just on the inner thigh, or you can go all the way up and really sit into this twist. I'm trying to work on getting my thumbs to the center of my chest. You're going to have to squeeze your legs together here for the stability. If you want more, remember, you can bring that left arm down and then open up through the chest here. And your next breath in, come back to center. Breathe out, hands come down. Take that runner stretch here. Breathe in, curl the toes, point them towards the face. Breathe out. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, round over. So try and relax the weight of the head here. Breathe in, look forward, finding that spinal mobility here. Breathe out, round over. This is going to feel different from how it did on the other side, so be mindful of that. Next breath in, roll through that front foot. You're going to press into the palms, come to rising that back knee up, and you're going to step both feet up to the front of your mat. Again, you're going to keep them hip width apart, round over, clasp opposite elbows. Knees here can be bent as generously as you need to. Breathe in, take that flat back position. So think about that figure 7 shape. Breathe out, push away. So I'm looping my shoulders, pushing my elbows back. Breathe in, come down. Breathe out, I'm going to take a full body stretch. So I'm really sweeping my hands left to right, up towards the ceiling, Breathe in, hands are going to come down to the chest, so in prayer position, but here my arms are really active, so I'm pushing my hands together. Now here, we're really going to think about the posterior shape, so all the way down your back. So we're going to start at the feet, really ground through the center of your feet, so you might rock forward and back a little bit to find where the center is. And then imagine the energy traveling up. So I'm squeezing my legs together here, but I'm finding that rotation in my thighs. So it's like my inner thighs are trying to rotate into each other, if that makes sense. So I'm really pushing into that. And then thinking with my pelvis. So this is the opposite to what we want to do. So I'm sticking my bum up. I'm scooping my pelvis in. So just like when we're doing ab work. And then energy travels up, up, up. So thinking about squeezing my shoulders together. And then coming up through the center of the head. So on that little bit of a string. So this is what we're trying to work on, finding that position. So breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, come down. Breathe in, we're going for that flat back shape. Breathe out, find the length. Breathe in, come down. On your breath out, you're going to step the right foot back. Now you can come to where we were before with the knee down, or we're going to challenge ourselves in high lunge. Come up, forward, up and back to come up. So belly's on top of the thigh. We're coming up, open up the chest. Hands come to the heart. Now here, I want you to bend the back knee, bring it underneath your center and get really low. And then from there, push the heel back. So if you're finding it really wobbly here, widen your base. So bring one foot further across. And active arms here, I'm really pushing my hands together. Again, you're going to be feeling this through the right hip crease. Keep breathing here. Think nice and tall through the upper body. So we're strengthening the legs here. Okay, breathe in, come forward, up and back. And we're going to open it up to warrior two. So you're going to pivot on the back foot. It's going to change my position. Hang on, where were we? Yes. So just so you can see me better. So you're going to pivot on the back foot, really pressing into the back edge of that leg, thinking heel to the inner arch of that foot. Extend your arms out. So again, think about the center line. Breathe in, flip the front palm forward, up and back, straighten through the front leg, and you're really going to reach back. So you're not locked through that front leg, really reaching over, so reach as far as you can. Breathe in, breathe out here. Now breathe in, come to center here, keeping this leg straight. Now for the last few weeks, we've been working on this pyramid pose. We're going to do that again. So breathe in, reach forward until the only choice you've got is to come down. Breathe out. So you might need to hold on to your leg, which is fine, just no pressure on the knee. For a little bit more core strength, I'm coming to balance here, so my hand is not on anything. For a little bit more, you can look up. Really think about kind of making this T shape with your arms. Breathe, breathe, breathe here. Really pushing your weight to the outer edge of the back foot. Now top arm is going to come down. You're going to bend through that front leg. Pivot on the back foot. So we're back in this high lunge position. Now if you want, and you want to challenge yourself, we're going to come to warrior three from here. So that's going to look like this if you take a look at me. Ooh, no it's not. So you're going to come there, up to here. If not, if you don't fancy falling over like me, you're going to step halfway up, then do it from there. So we're finding that length that we had in that tabletop position. lifting the back leg. So I'm going to move forward. So if, like me, you fell over challenging yourself, that is only a good thing. This is too much with your hands out, come to the waistline. So what I kind of like about these live videos is they're real. So they're not edited, kind of real life. So we're working on strength in the lower body here, but think about that line that we've been working on. So hands can be out or down. You're probably shaking a little bit here. Keep it going. We're not going to be holding this for too much longer. 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, trust that your foot is going to land down. We're coming back to high lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands are going to come to center now. We're going to take that twist here with the leg up. Now, if you want to, you can lower it, of course. We're going to come up and over to take that twist. Really push away. So if you need to take it down, just lower that back knee and come out of the twist a little bit. Breathe here. Come to center. Hands are going to come down. And you're going to step it back to downward facing dog. So step it back, pedal through the legs. I'm going to switch positions so that you can see me when we do the opposite side. Okay, however you want to, you're going to step the right foot up. So we're challenging ourselves by going right into the other side. So I promise I'm going to give you a rest after this. So foot, like knee up if you want to, or lower it down. Breathe in, come forward, up, back, open up through the chest. Now hands are going to come to the heart. You're going to bend the back knee, then shoot that ankle back. So heel is pushing back, so we're nice and low. Squeezing the front edge of the mat, the back edge of the mat together. And really make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. So imagine you're pincing a pencil between your shoulder blades. And really pull through the spine. Keep breathing here. Remember, you can lower the back leg at any time. Breathe in. We're going to go belly to thigh. Breathe. Come forward, up, and we're going to open it up to warrior two. So you're going to pivot on the back foot. So my right toes are pointing towards the corner of my mat. Breathe out. Now, you know we're trying to work on getting that leg parallel to the floor, but anywhere it is fine. Look towards your front fingers. Breathe out. Relax the shoulders down. Again, find those action points. Think about your midline. So really tall through the spine. Breathe in and out here. So we're holding these positions a little bit today. Okay, flip the front palm. Breathe in, come forward. Up, straighten through the front leg. Come over. It's called reverse pyramid. So I'm really reaching over. Now come to center, taking pyramid posture on the other side. When you're ready, breathe in, reach forward, push your hips back. Keep going all the way down. Bring the breath here. So you know we did this on the other side. And hold on to your leg, just make sure that you're not locked through this leg. Or hover, look down, look up, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you're not clenching through the toes. Breathe here. So core strength if you're balancing. Okay, top hand comes down. We're going to pivot again on the back front toes so they come to face forward. Make sure your alignment's good here. Now, we're going to take the twist here, so palms are going to come to the chest. We're going to go up and over. So remember, you can lower the back leg if you want to. Push away. My legs are shaking a little bit here. Again, don't clench through your toes. On your next breath in, come up. Now, your choice whether you're going to hop it halfway now or you're going to try from here. I just like to put these balancing poses in just to keep it really fun, so it doesn't matter if you fall over. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to lift up. So these balancing poses are great for stability, great for core strength. As I said, I just like to put them in for a bit of fun. So again, here I've chosen Warrior 3 today to test that length, that straight line. So it really doesn't matter if your toes are low. Your toes can be on the ground if you want, but again, you're thinking about that straight line wherever you are. Hands can be on the waistline or up. Strength in that standing leg. Keep it going. Toes point down, heel points up. 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to step the back foot forward to the front foot. We're just going to shake it out. So here is a great time if you would like some water to take some. I'm going to have a quick sip. Okay, so when you're ready, feet hip width apart, or if you want to now, bring them flush together. So really squeeze through your legs. Breathe in, reach up. Really reach up. Breathe out, belly to thigh. Bend your knees as generously as you need to. Breathe in, take your flat back position. So you might try a different variation this time. Breathe in, loop the shoulders, push away. Breathe out. So we're going to stay here just for a moment in whatever variation you're trying. Remember, fingertips can be on the mat. Hands to the shins or to the thighs. Really try and find that figure 7 position, whichever variation you're doing. Breathe in, breathe out, come down. Okay, so we're going to put our hands underneath our feet. So if you're a bit off balance, widen your base. You're going to put your hands underneath your feet. So you're going to walk your toes up to your wrist creases. You're just going to rock gently back and forth. Now, that whole posterior chain that I talk about, so it's all connected from your neck all the way down to your feet. Now, some people here might be just getting a great wrist relief, so they might be using your toes to kind of massage your wrists. Now, for me, I'm getting a really good stretch in the backs of my legs. Some people might be feeling this in your lower back, so it's going to feel different from everybody. But normally, this manifests in the tightest part of the chain. So for me, that's my hamstrings. So just rock slowly back and forth. Okay. And release your wrists. You're now going to step your feet really wide. So as wide as you can. You're going to bring your big toes in to look at each other. I'm going to stand up here. So I'm going to bring my hands to my waistline. I'm going to actively squeezing my inner thighs together. So they're kind of spiraling out, tucking my tailbone under and pushing away from the mat. So we call this kind of superhero pose for obvious reasons. Okay, breathe in. You're going to reach up. Breathe out, stick your bum back, come over. So really stick your bum back, find that length, look straight down. Breathe in, look forward, really push into the outer edges of your feet. Breathe out, so back strengthener here. So Breathe in and out here. Make sure you're not locking your knees. Now, if you want to, breathe in, and on the breath out, come on down. So wherever your hands fall, that's fine. You might just be here. You can get your palms down, walk them back in line with the arches of your feet. If you can do that, then squeeze your arms together so elbows are in line with your shoulders. And wherever you are, let the weight of your head relax over. So again, a really good lengthener for that posterior chain. So we're finding space whilst we're creating flexibility and while we're creating strength. So this is really beneficial for injury prevention, but it's also great for like an additional help to any strength work you do. Okay, walk your hands back out if they were with me. Now we're going to come to the waistline, step 1. Step 2, you're going to bring your hands back out. 3, you're slowly going to push through your feet to come back up to standing. Breathe in, look up, breathe out, take up space. Hands are going to come to the waistline. Now, you can bend your knees and hop your feet together, or you can heel toe, your choice. Breathe in, we're going to come up. Breathe out, over you go. Breathe in, we're going to come to that figure 7 position. Push away, breathe out, come down. You're going to plant the palms, step 1 foot back, step the other back. Now you can lower your knees here, or we're going to go just really slow commando press up. So elbow down, down, come up, up, down, down, up, up. Now you've got that. I really want you to focus on keeping your hips still. So really building core strength here. Remember, knees can be down. You're struggling to keep your hips still, widen your feet. Keep it going. A few more here. Last one. We're holding it in plank. 3, 2, 1. Bum up, downward facing dog. So bring your feet in a little bit again. Pedal through the feet. And then, when you're ready, you're going to find some stillness here. So I'm actively pushing my heels down. It doesn't matter, you could be like me and they're nowhere near the floor, that's fine. Pushing your bum up, biceps rotate by the ears, and then relax the head. Okay, breathe in, look forward. You're going to come forward, bend the knees to that kind of hovering tabletop position, and then slowly lower the knees down from there. You can cross your ankles and step your hands back to come onto your bum, or move to one side to come down to your sit bones. Extend your legs out, soft bend in your knees, toes point up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, come up, breathe out, round you go. So this is the most intense stretch for me. This one I do feel all the way from my neck down. So wherever your hands fall, that's fine. Bend your knees as generously as you like. And we're just going to be here for about 30 seconds. So you bring the breath. So when you breathe in, you can feel your back stretch. Breathe out. Relax the weight of the head over. And you might find with the time here, you can straighten your legs a little bit more. Keep breathing. Last big breath in. On the breath out, we're going to walk your hands up. Push your hands into the earth. Bring your bum towards your heels. We're going to come down onto the back. So any way that you want to, down onto the back. Now, scoop your knees in and hug up to the chest if that feels good. Rock side to side. So keep hold of one of your legs. So it doesn't matter which other one. Drop it down. You're going to take the same hand as leg to the inner arch of the foot. And you're going to straighten that leg. So we're working towards happy baby. So if you find that you can get some good length in the hamstring here, you feel good, add in the other leg. So both of them straighten out here. You can play with straightening one leg then the other. If not, stay with one. So you can keep this leg bent, or if you want a bit more, straighten it out. So again, a ton of options for everyone. If you're working on one leg, you're going to change. So you bring the hand to the inner arch. Straighten out. If you're working on two, you go for it, keep it going. Come down. We're all going to walk our feet up. Hands are just going to come. They should just be able to touch your heels, but it depends on your arm length. But we're going to do a bridge here. So head, neck down. Scoop the shoulder blades underneath you. So lift your chest up and then bring your shoulder blades down. So we're going to come really slowly into this. So I want you to imagine you're squeezing something between your legs. Knees stay forward, feet forward. Your knees are not going to touch each other, but it's just the action of squeezing something. So you breathe in, slowly lift up, vertebrae by vertebrae up. So really, really slowly. So nice articulation through the spine. Come up. Now as you get up to the top again, scoop your shoulder blades underneath you. Think about your hips really pushing up, chest towards the chin, but chin stays up. Remember that squeezing of your inner thighs together. If you want to, you can interlace the hands behind your back, find a little bit more length there. Okay, now we're here. We're just going to pulse up and down. So you're really going to squeeze your glutes at the top. Remember, you're looking up, chest to chin, but chin to sky. Really squeeze your glutes at the top. 3, 2, 1. Release your hands if they're interlaced. And we're all going to slowly roll down. So slow, slow, slow. So there is no rush here. I want you to go as slow as you possibly can. And then just to finish, we have probably my favorite kind of spinal mobility exercise. So you can cross your feet, grab the outer edges of your feet, or put your hands underneath your knees, and we're going to rock and roll up. So really important to remember that I'm on camera doing this, you're at home. It feels really good. So you're going to come feet up and roll up. So it's kind of giving yourself a little bit of a massage up and down your spine. So if this is not suitable for you, you're just going to come to a seated position and wait for us. You might find that when you're up with your knees by your shoulders, it feels really good to hover here. You can also work on a toe stand. I think I'll come to these later on. But wherever you are, I want you to do 2 more. So this is really great for my back. I'm having a clicking session. Come up to seated. We're going to finish with the twists we started with. So right hand to the left leg. Breathe in, reach up, round. Breathe out, take the twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to go straight to the other side. Breathe in. Fingertips go forward, up and back. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. So that is us done for today. So I hope you enjoyed it and you liked the focus of today. So we have been paying a lot of attention to the hips. So I thought it was a good opportunity to kind of focus a little bit more on spinal flexibility and strength and length. So let me know. Also, if there's anything you want to work on in these sessions, send me a message, write a comment on this. I love kind of a bit of direction. The moment I'm doing things I think would be beneficial for everybody. But if anybody has something they want to work on, let me know. Share this with anybody. So this is going to be ready to go when we are done. And you know these are free classes, but if you would like to donate, I'm really, really grateful. You can do that through my website or via me directly. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you on Thursday for our next live class at 7:30. So I shall hop off and off. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon.